Hi, and welcome to yet another short and interesting interview with one of our LCU18 speakers. Today, I'm so happy to be talking to Darryl Edwards. Welcome, Darryl.
Hey, Bitte, it's been a pleasure to be invited once
No.
again to LCU.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
so excited to have you again.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm just going to start with the questions because you spoke at LCU17 as well, but we didn't make an interview with you before that one. So,
Yeah, you ignored me. You ignored
oh
me.
yeah, I would never ignore you. Darren. No, but so we'll save we have more questions about that event afterwards. So we start with the newbie questions.
Okay.
So, who are you, Darryl?
Right. Well, yeah, my name is Darryl Edwards. I'm from London, England, and I'm the founder of Primal Play. So I basically teach people how to have fun with fitness and to move in a way which is closely linked to ancestral ways of moving. So modeling the movement patterns of our ancestors to improve health and vitality in the present day.
And you're doing it great, because I've been on several events where you have been having those workshops and sessions, and people love it. So
yeah, it's definitely interesting to see people who may, they take most things are taken very seriously in life, including exercise, and so to have something which is, physical activity, but also fun and engaging. And really something which is I see as medicinal. So I often speak about the health benefits and the science behind movement as well as the doing. I think having an awareness of an understanding of the science behind movement being medicine as well is extremely important.
Absolutely. Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
I would say playful, primal, and practical.
Oh, nice combo.
Yes. So a bit of an alliteration there, but yeah, that's how I describe myself: primal, playful, and practical.
Yeah, sounds good. In one sentence, what led you into the low carb way of life?
Well, I basically read a book. Well, I was sick, so I was pre-diabetic. I had a really poor kind of lipid profile, so elevated triglycerides. I had issues with my cholesterol, and I had a long list of health issues related to me being sedentary, related to a poor diet, related to living in a healthy lifestyle. So that led me down the road of realizing I needed to move more, which was one of the realizations, being in a desk job, working 16, 18 hours a day. And once I started exercising, recognizing that I had to improve my diet as well. So I had to fuel my physical activity. And that led me to the paleo diet. So I've been doing paleo now for about 15 years. So it's about 2003 when I started this lifestyle. And it's been an interesting journey ever since. Lots of it's been interesting to see the movement expand.
Yeah, I can.
And obviously, there's a lot more resources out there now. And I was fortunate enough to write a book several years ago called Paleo Fitness. And I'm really passionate about living this lifestyle, and a recognition that there are several factors at play. So not just food and nutrition, but also movement and getting access to daylight and sunshine and nature, and thinking about our sleep quality and reducing toxins and thinking about a sense of purpose in life. So there are all these factors which I now appreciate from that initial gateway right at the beginning back in 2003.
It's a story that can be compared with others, because when people find out that they are not feeling as good as they should or could, they start searching for. But you went really all in and started.
Yeah, well, I suppose I was basically scared of taking medication.
Yeah.
So when you're told that the only solution is, for you to take statins plus medication to lower your blood pressure, plus metformin for your, to control your blood sugars, I'm kind of like, that's just overwhelming. I haven't really taken anything before, and now you're telling me I need to take all of these meds. And I was concerned about the side effects. So that was my main concern. I wasn't concerned. I didn't disagree that the medication would help me. I understood that they would definitely be beneficial for me, but I was just concerned about the side effects. I was like, what if I'm the person who really suffers badly from these side effects? So to find out that there were mechanisms that could actually control, so for example, my blood pressure, just recognizing that not being sedentary would decrease my blood pressure. That alone, knowing that information, helped me, because my blood pressure came down once I started exercising. And I was like, okay, if I don't need to take medication for my blood pressure, what else could I do to improve my health? So my blood sugars came down to normal, for example, through lifestyle alone. So just having a personal experience of that, increasing my knowledge, because I knew no idea. That wasn't my background. My background was in computer science. So I knew nothing about, nothing apart from what we learned at school about human biology. That was that was really my level of knowledge.
You had to go back to school.
I had to go back to school for sure, and had to relearn, not only what was beneficial for me, but also how we're affected or disaffected very much by the 21st century. So the advantages that we get in the 21st century and technology and the information age and the like also means that we're surrounded by conveniences which potentially are harmful. So, our environment means we're more sedentary. We're bombarded with foods which are very high energy, but aren't necessarily nutrient dense.
Exactly.
So we have all these convenience foods. We have all these, convenient modes of transport, which mean, hey, I don't even need to use my legs anymore, because I can just be transported from A to B. So I wouldn't want to live in any other environment than the 21st century. But at the same time, I have to acknowledge that there's something about my DNA which means I have more in common with where we came from in the past.
Exactly.
So I have to be able to balance the best of the past with the best of the present.
Excellent answer.
Thank you.
And maybe you answered my next question, actually. What topic within low carb world is most exciting to you?
To be honest, I suppose any discussion which is looking at improving our health, naturally, I think is exciting. So, of course, I'm most passionate about movement, because that's what I'm passionate about. That's where my expertise resides. And I feel that movement and physical activity is often neglected in low carb world, because we tend to focus on what we can put in our mouths. That seems to be the kind of silver bullet.
How much fat people can eat.
Yes, and so I feel it's my job not just my job, but I feel that I have a responsibility to talk about some of the other lifestyle factors, and one of those is movement.
Yeah, and that we really appreciate.
Thank you.
What is the one thing you wish that everybody knew about low carb way of eating?
I suppose that it's, if you have any metabolic issues at all, if you need to lose weight, if you have issues with body composition, it's a fantastic way. Many people are being helped by the low carb way of eating. You're more likely to make better food choices. So just being aware that you can make better food choices that can improve your health, that alone is the message that we need to be gravitating towards. Because once you're aware of that, then you can start doing your own research. Then you can start recognizing what foods can be detrimental and what foods can be beneficial. And so I think that the message for many of the low carb way of eating tends to be, initially might be about losing weight or improving body composition, but probably the most important aspect is, how can I improve my long-term health?
I think that is like step 2, to start many of us start because we want to lose weight, and then you realize, what? Can I feel this nice? Can I feel this healthy and good and energetic? So yeah. So let's see here. What would you consider to be a true joy in your life?
Well, I get to play a lot. So so I feel very privileged and fortunate that my job is teaching people about the importance of play, teaching people how to have more joy with movement.
Yeah.
And so that's pleasurable.
Yeah, that is why people can see that, and that is why you get them going. You get everybody up and moving. So you are on the right track, I think, Darryl, with what you're doing.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. I'm passionate about it, and I hope to inspire others to feel passionate about it too.
Yeah, you do. What expectations do you have for LCU18?
Well, LCU17 was fantastic. Definitely one of the best conferences I've been to.
Yeah.
Of course, it's nice to have something relatively local as well, being in Europe, which is also good. It's good to represent what's happening in Europe in relation into this scene. And I suppose what I'm looking forward to is more of the same. I think the template itself, the structure, the organization was fantastic. So I can't really, personally, I can't think of any negative criticisms, to be honest. I think if we just do more of the same, we have a similar type of discussions that were had. I think the fact that there was a lot of time for personal interaction between speakers and attendees, I thought was also a bonus. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, more of the same.
We will give that to you. So what is different between LCU and other low carb events you've been to? You already been touching that in your earlier on.
In the previous answer. I mean, I suppose it's just the fact that sometimes there can be a focus just on the education. Lecture after lecture after lecture, and you can get information overload at times, and there's never enough time to let that information, to kind of digest that information. There isn't enough time to have discussions about that information. And I feel sometimes sometimes at some events, everyone is more concerned about patting each other on the back. We all have to agree the same thing, but actually, no, people have difference of opinion. Exactly. And people want to ask questions of their speakers. Yeah. They want to chat. People want to be challenged at times. That's my opinion. I want to be challenged. If I'm speaking about a particular topic, I want to be challenged. I want to be asked questions. I want to feel as if I want to have a debate about.
Exactly, and that is how you evolve.
That's exactly right. So I feel LCU offers that opportunity because there's that time to mingle with people. There's time to have discussions. It isn't just lecture after lecture after lecture, and then before you realize it, it's time to say goodbye. Yeah. So there's a social aspect which is fun. Yeah. There's the movement aspect, which of course I feel very passionate about.
Dominate.
The weather also helps. Even in November, Mallorca is still beautiful. So it's probably the last chance to get some sun in Europe, a bit of winter sun. So as I say, I think it was very well run and executed in 17. I'm looking forward to more of the same, and I think it's a unique, because of the way that it's done. I feel like it's quite unique.
Yes,
having that balance between education and discussion. The food is fantastic, giving people the choice. So people to make their own choices about the foods that they want to consume, I think is also good, because we don't all have the same follow the same template. Yeah. So I can't stop raving about it.
Yeah, I think I skipped the last questions because you've already answered them.
Okay, well, I'm sincere about my thoughts about the event. So
I'm sure you are, and we are so grateful for your words. It's like living our dream listening to people and talking to the former speakers coming back and so, and they all like, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
if you want to challenge Darryl, you should come to the Low Carb Universe edition in 2018 in November in Majorca, and you'll find all the information in our website and even tickets left. But you better hurry up because the last few weeks we've been selling tickets as crazy. So thank you, Darryl. Thank you very much. I'm so looking forward to meeting you again in November. So see you there and take care.
see you then. Okay, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.